Shalom. First and foremost, I want to say all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, the Most High and His Son. Double honors to the apostles and elders out of the great millstone, the elders of Israel. Salutations to the brothers, the Akim out there through the four corners of the earth, worldwide, spreading this gospel in sincerity and truth, and with all their might, the hopeful elect. This lesson is basically about procrastination, or holding back the sword, as I would call it. The scripture. I'm gonna start off with that scripture, and I'm gonna give you a few examples, and kind of explain to it. But I'm gonna start off with this scripture, cause this is war, that we in, and this word, and this truth, this is real. This is a reality, and one of the main weapons we have is the sword, which is this word, the understanding of this word, the truth, And we got to go out. This the year to push, man. We got to push the truth. We got to make videos, We got to edify brothers, So I'm gonna basically get into this. So I'm starting off with the one in Jeremiah. This is it's 10. This is Jeremiah 48:10. It says, "Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully, and cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood." So basically we don't want to take this, and do the work deceitfully. We want to draw blood, man. We want to spiritually cut these devils. And when the time comes, we gonna physically cut their ass. But we want to spiritually cut these devils and have them bleeding from the inside out, as much as possible. It's the year to push, Hey, do as much as you can, as much as you can, Do as much as you can, as much as you can. That's the best way I can really put it. He said, "But cursed be he that holdeth back the sword," man. The Lord gave you this truth, man, and it's just like I think when he said he gave a guy 1 pence, and then he gave a guy 5. In the Gospels, Yahweh Shai, he talked about how he gave him 10. But one man, he sat on it, he sat on it, and he didn't bear any fruit off that, man. And the Lord punished him for that. The Lord punished him for that, but he rewarded the ones who he gave. And they basically, in the parable, you can look it up in Matthew, and they basically, they doubled it. They brought forth more, because they didn't hold back the sword. They wasn't procrastinating. They, they went to do the work. All right. But, let me see. This is an example. This is in the book of Judges. This is I think it was Gideon, but it was his son. But he held back the sword, and he was basically scared to kill a guy. He held back the sword. It said this is Judges 8, and I'm gonna just go to 19 and 18 and get the point. It said, "And he said, they were my brethren, even the sons of my mother, as the Lord liveth." And they talking to the guy that was going to put to death. It said, "As the Lord liveth, if ye have saved them alive, I will not slay you." And he said unto Jether, this was Gideon, he said unto Jether, his firstborn, "Up and slay them." He told him to use a sword. He said, "Up and slay them." But the youth drew not his sword, for he feared. Because he was yet a youth. Then Zebna and Zalmunna said, "Rise thou and fall upon us, for as the man is, so is his strength." And Gideon arose and slew Zebah and Zalmunna, and took away his ornaments, and took away the ornaments that was on their camels' necks. So Gideon, he had the fortitude. His son was still a youth, He probably felt that he wasn't ready, or that he didn't have the testitude or the fortitude to, carry out that act. But his father just told him to do it. But Gideon, he didn't fear. He knew what was up. He girded up his loins, man, and he put their ass to death. And spiritually, that's what we doing, man. We breaking the strongholds, man. We putting these Edomites in their lives to death by not holding back our sword and by pushing this truth week in and week out. Okay, and it's a spiritual thing. That's why I want to get this the scripture. This is a popular scripture. This is you hear it in church all the time, but they don't understand what the hell is going on. All right, this is 2 Corinthians 10 and verse 4. It said, now I'm going to start at 3. For we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. Because right now, we really can't take down this white man physically, even though physically we are stronger than these crackers. But it's not of us. If you read Genesis the 49th chapter and many more scriptures, Revelations, I think it's the 14th chapter. This is in many more scriptures, man. It's of the Lord Yahushua to come back and with the chariots, man, and the angels and the elect to take down this devil. He's gonna do it himself, but he's gonna get elect the power to do it as well. But we're not in that time right now. The time is coming soon. We just gotta wait and hold fast and push the truth. This is 2 Corinthians 10 and 3. For we walk not after the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations, and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the Most High. And that is starting with this white man philosophies, those imaginations and those things that exalt themselves against the knowledge of the Most High, man. We could just name a couple of them, man. We can. First, I want to start with Esau. Esau says he's the Jews. He says he's the Most High. Islam, everything, man. These are imaginations. These are falsehoods. These things boast themselves against the Most High. Catholicism, Christianity. Week in and week out, we gotta go out and wage war, man, against these follies, man. This folly and atrocities that has been committed against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua via the so-called white man and his minions. We have to go out with this knowledge, with these pens that the Most High gave us, and break these devils up. But if you sitting on your hands like the elder apostle Tahar says, or if you basically holding your pens and not flipping it, or holding back your sword and not wielding it, man, you ain't gonna be able to do that. All right, and the Lord will spew you out, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahushua, and having readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. And that's by being obedient to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man, and doing this word and doing this work and pushing this truth, man. The Lord is about to deliver us, I'm gonna bring out one more scripture. This is man, let me find the scripture. I'm all the way back here, or up here. Salakia, brothers. This is the book of Ephesians. I think it's the 6th chapter. God. No. Yeah, it's the 6th chapter. All right, this is Ephesians 6 and verse 11. And I'm going to just read. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places, man. And we all know who and what that's talking about. You know, the so-called white man, the elites, their trickery, you know, their philosophies, and ultimately their enslavement of us, man. And these mind changes that they have on our people, man. The spiritual wickedness in high places, man. We got to break those strongholds. All right. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, man. And this day is evil as all hell, man. It's the evilest it's ever been, man. Like it says in the scriptures, I think it's in Revelations when he said her sins have reached a height, man. This is the evil ass day, man. And it's only gonna get worse. What manner of persons ought ye to be? And having done all to stand, stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth. With truth. Not being a just Israelite, but a true Israelite, man. Following this thing wholeheartedly. And having the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherein ye are able to stand and quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit. This is the main point. The sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh. Praying always with prayer and supplication in the Spirit, watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. But yeah, man, and he said, and the sword of the Spirit, man, which is the word of the Most High, it's the word of Yahweh. So you take that sword, man, and you take all that armor, man, and you go out here and you push, man. You do these sit downs and you push, man, and hopefully the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man, you and I myself, you know, be of the elect, man, and we take this devil down in the physical as well. And with that being said, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, you know, the elders of Israel. And salutations to the Akim, the hopeful elect out there pushing this word in sincerity and truth with all their might. Shalom.